Today's video is dedicated to the life cycle, the metamorphosis that a buyer goes through before they purchase, and what impact that has on a marketing campaign when you sell your house. I call it the buyer pipeline. So, there's like a funnel, just here, okay? And the buyers are moving this way through the funnel, okay? Moving this way. The funnel's split up into three. We've got the cold, okay, the warm, and the hot. So when a buyer first starts in the marketplace, they're cold. They don't know what market value is. They're all excited about looking at houses. It's an exciting moment to buy a house. And I use the analogy that they're skipping through the house, holding hands, and it's fun, right? They don't know what prices are though, so they're looking at everything. They don't even know what area they're looking at. They might not even have their finance organized, okay? A warm buyer, they've got their finance organized. They've seen quite a few houses. They've narrowed down their search to even a suburb and a price range. And they're getting onto the process where they might actually buy a house very soon. A hot buyer, ready to rock and roll. They've probably missed out on an auction before. They've tried to get a house cheaply in a negotiations to try and save costs. And missed out on it, and now they're frustrated. They won't make that mistake again. Next house they see that's close to perfect, they're just going to attack. These buyers are frustrated, these hot buyers. Now, generally speaking, when a buyer walks through, no matter which one of these buyers it is, walks through and open for inspection, they don't have a sticker on their head saying, I'm cold, I'm warm, I'm hot. The agent would generally know through their database and through body language and things like that, but they don't have stickers on their head. So what that means is the other buyers don't know what the other buyers are. They don't know that that's a hot, serious buyer, or that if that's a cold buyer, tie kicker buyer, or even a neighbor. So the cold buyers, generally what happens is they walk through a house and they're all excited, right? It's that exciting moment. They go positive, 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 positive. Whereas a hot buyer will walk through a house and be interested in a house and see the competition and go, ooh, I don't want anyone else to buy this house. I really like this house. Look at that crack on the wall, honey. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, this will cost a lot of money. We'd have to peel up the carpets. Not sure if this is working, just for example, right? And what their aim is to try and scare the other buyers off the purchase because they want to buy it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure your area specialist agent, your agent knows who the hot buyers are and splits them up during the open for inspection. So when buyers are walking through the house, hot buyers aren't next to each other because they talk negatively to each other and then no one wants to buy the house. But if you have a cold buyer next to a hot buyer, that cold buyer will do a better job selling the house to a buyer than sometimes the agent because the agent's getting paid. So the hot buyer's like, yeah, of course you're going to say nice things about the house. But if my competition says something nice about the house, that's social confidence, I like the house even more. It's like when you go to a restaurant, for example, you want to eat at a restaurant, especially in Melbourne, that's always got a line. There could be two restaurants right next door to each other. They both sell the same type of dishes, yet one has a line or is packed and one doesn't. What do? We're like sheep. We wait for the one that has the line because we think everyone else is going to that one. It must be good. I'll eat there. If everyone else likes this house, everyone else is saying positive things about this house at the open for inspection, I want to buy that too. Whereas if there's another hot buyer that says negative things, I might not want to buy it. So it's very important to split up those buyers. So look, that's the metamorphosis that a buyer goes through. Now, how does that affect you more so? This is a timeline, okay? So this is what we call inquiry levels. Let's just go here. This is inquiry level, and this is weeks on the market. Okay? So what generally happens when you launch a house up for sale and it's priced correctly? This is a chart that shows you when the pricing is correctly. So I'll just put a price and a tick. So this is when you're priced correctly. What happens here is you generally get a peak of interest in your first 2 weeks. The reason why is because these buyers, these hot buyers, have missed out on houses before. So they know what the houses are worth in the area. So when you overprice your house, they're not going to look at it. When you price your house correctly, they will look at it. So they've missed out on houses. They've made the mistake of not going to a house that's priced correctly. So when a house is priced correctly, they will attack it straight away. And this is why you get your influx of buyers at the start. At the start, you'll get your cold, your warm, and your hot if you're pricing correctly. Then it drops down naturally because hot buyers run out. Okay? So this is the first 14 days of the marketing campaign, probably one of the most crucial moments in the marketing campaign. This is where you can decide on how to sell your house. Watch another video on the best way to sell your house, the best method to sell your house. And this relates to this. This is why we choose 14 days. It all intertwines with our strategy, all connects together, and you'll see why. There's a science behind it. There's a psychology behind it. So this is when you price correctly, you'll get a large flow of buyers. When you price incorrectly, this is what happens. So price incorrectly, you'll generally get this. Okay? The reason for this is because the hot buyers, they're not coming because they've already been on the market. Okay? So the hot buyers that would normally come in this period of time, they're not coming because they've been on the market for 3-4 months. They're frustrated. Generally, maybe only the husband's looking at houses, or maybe only the wife's looking at houses, if it's a conventional male-female couple, and they only one of them's looking at, maybe another one's looking after the kids or looking after home or clean or doing something else, because they're so frustrated over the whole buying process that they only look at the right houses at the right price. So this is why you don't want to overprice a house. Many owners, they think, okay, I want to price it as high as possible because they want to increase their chance of getting the highest sale price. And I understand this, but unfortunately it could be counterproductive because you could be scaring your most important buyers. You can have 1 million cold buyers come through your house and they haven't got their finance organized. They haven't seen enough houses to make a decision. The first house that a cold buyer sees could be perfect and they don't even know it because they've got nothing to compare it with. So, and if you price your house wrong, you're only going to get cold buyers. Whereas if you price your house right, you're going to get the hot buyers, the cold buyers to scare the hot buyers to pay, to get interested in the house. You've got that social confidence. You've got that influx of buyers on product launch time, the most important time. And that is why pricing is so correctly. There's another video to watch that is how to price the house correctly. It's on our channel there, so have a look at that, and that also connects with this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, call one of us. Thank you.